Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to break in a new baseball cap. And this will be a tutorial, so let's get right into this instructional video. If you want to break in a brand new baseball cap, whether it's an adjustable one or a fitted one, this is the video for you. I'll be going over a few simple steps that you can use to break it in. Now, before I go over the steps, I do want to say you're basically trying to soften the fabric and mold it to your head shape. So when baseball caps, come from the factory or when you buy them from the store, chances are they're going to be just a standard shape. It's going to be very circular, not really shaped towards your head, but eventually you want it to be shaped towards your head. Your head is not going to be a perfect circle. It's going to be like an oval shape. I mean, it might be a perfect circle, but chances are it's going to be an oval shape, and everyone has a differently shaped head. So with that being said, the hat that you get is going to end up being shaped differently than the hat that someone else gets because your heads are different. So they can't make a hat that will fit your head. They have to make it a standard way, and then you have to mold it to your head. So you got to soften the fabric and mold it to your head. And these are a few ways to do that. So let's get into this. The first way, number one, is dampen the hat and wear it while it's damp. Okay, so basically you want to get a little bit of water, not too much. You don't want to soak the hat. You want to dampen the hat, meaning just get a little bit of water and make the fabric damp and wear it when it is damp. Okay, now the good thing is if you end up wearing your hat on a warm day, you're probably going to sweat, which will dampen the fabric anyways. So if you're wearing it on a warm day, your sweat will dampen the fabric and it will start molding to your head anyways. So wearing it on a warm day while you're a little bit sweaty is good, although sweat stains will get into the fabric of the hat and will discolor it over time. A little bit of sweat if you just showered recently is probably going to be okay for the hat. You decide that. But either way, the idea is you have to dampen the hat and then wear it while it is damp. Okay, the best way is dampen it with water, just barely damp with water. Make it barely damp with water. You can use your hands to dampen it or a cloth to dampen it. Okay, and then wear it while it's damp. And then, like I said, if you end up wearing it on a day where it's hot, your sweat will dampen it even more. The sweat stains will affect the hat eventually. So if you can do it while avoid sweating, that's even better. Okay, but if you happen to sweat, and you're a little bit, it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. But like I said, if you're trying to keep your hat in mint condition in terms of its coloration, then yeah, you want to avoid sweating. Obviously, if you don't care so much about it being in pristine condition in the long run, then you can sweat a bit. But if you want to keep it looking absolutely fresh, then dampen it with water only and do not sweat. Okay, water is the best way. If you sweat, it's not the worst thing in the world, but either way, you got to dampen it and wear it. That is how to break it in. Very simple. Dampen the hat and wear it. That's all. That's the gist of it. You can decide how to dampen it and when you're going to wear it, but dampen the hat and wear it. That's the gist of it. Okay? Anyways, I spoke a lot about that. We're moving on to the second method. Number two is wear it often. So literally, the more you wear your hat, the more broken in it will become at a faster rate. If I wear my hat once a month, it's going to take a very long time to break it in, even if I use the best methods in the world. If I wear my hat, for an hour a week, still take a while, not as long, but still take a while. If I wear it once a day for an hour, it's going to take a little bit of time. If I wear it for like 5 hours a day, this hat will be broken in. And if you want to break in your hat by wearing it regularly and you don't want it to get sort of damaged or affected by sweat or the sun or anything like that, you want to keep it looking as fresh as possible, then just wear it in the house. Wear it in the house where you have a neutral temperature, where you're not going to be sweating and it's not going to be sunny. This way, by wearing it in the house, you won't sweat in the hat. It won't get sun on it, so that it'll just stay fresh. By not sweating in it and not getting sun to hit it for a long periods of time, then it's going to stay fresh, but you still get the benefit of it being broken in by wearing it. It will start contouring to your head. Okay, that's the idea. All right, so anyways, that's number two. Wear it often, and if you want to keep it looking fresh, you can wear it often in your house. It'll mold to your head, and it won't fade or anything like that, or won't get stains or anything like that. Okay. Anyways, moving on to number three. Number three, which is the final one for this video, but there's a bonus tip at the end. So stay tuned for the bonus tip. But for number three, it is gently press the sides against your head. Now you don't want to do this with force because it's your head, obviously, so you're not going to be forceful. But just gently press the sides against your head. Just a little bit. Now, this is probably the least effective method, but this is good at the beginning. When the hat is just bulging out on the sides and it's at the beginning, you can press the sides against your head and sort of stretch it back to meet the sides of your head. See what I'm doing? I'm kind of pushing it back like this to meet the sides of my head. That's the idea. It's really good at the beginning when the hat is like bulging out on the sides. After you've worn it for a few hours and it's sort of contouring towards your head anyways, this is not really useful, but at the beginning, this is a great method. Press gently against the sides of your head and sort of bring it back to meet the contours of the sides of your head, okay? So those are the 3 methods. The bonus tip is very simple. It is shape, so sorry, let me just, my writing is very messy, so I'm trying to decipher what I'm saying, what I wrote down as I'm reading it out loud, so just give me a moment over here. Okay, I know exactly what it says actually. I don't need a moment, I'm good. So the bonus tip is to shape the brim of the hat to be the way that you want it to be. That's the bonus tip. Right here we have the brim. Most hats will come with it flat for the most part. You might want to keep it flat. You might want to have a severe curve. You might want to have this curve. You might want to have less of a severe curve than this. It's up to you. But the bonus tip is, in order to break in the hat, there's nothing that screams like brand new hat when you just see like the brim that looks like factory fresh. So shape the brim the way that you want it to be shaped and do it slowly and tastefully. Don't just take it and bend it, because then you're going to ruin the hat, okay? And it's really hard to get it to be shaped. You know, once you ruin it, it's hard to get it back to be shaped the way that you want it to be. It's possible, but it's not easy. Okay, so shape the brim tastefully. Slowly do it using the right methods. Go look it up. It's a separate tutorial. Go look it up. And shape that brim tastefully if you want to shape it. If you like it being factory fresh, that's fine. Leave it as is. But if you want it to look the way you want it to look and you want it to be curved slightly, a lot, or just a decent amount, then shape the brim the way that you want it to be shaped and do it slowly, tastefully, and properly. This way it just gets that nice shape and looks fresh. All right, that's it. Then you can have your hat looking fresh, just like me. I'm the freshest guy on the block. That's right, I know it. I'm totally joking. Anyways, I'm a father of 4, okay? My wife and I have 4 young kids, okay? I literally just, in the morning, I just grab whatever clothes I see quickly. I wear the same shirts, the same 5 or 6 shirts over and over again. I wear the same couple pairs of pants over and over again. I'm gonna be wearing this hat, you know, for like the next year until my wife buys me another hat for my birthday or Christmas or something like that. So I know I'm not the freshest person on the block. I'm totally joking. But I'm good at explaining stuff, so hopefully you listen to me. All right, and that's it. Truly, I have nothing else to say for this tutorial. So yeah, we're gonna roll the outro. Let's do this. If you like this video tutorial, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.